interview first, and I think that was just testing me. Then the next interview was basically with the boss fella, and he just said I'm hired, so that was really good. And I start on Monday at 9 o'clock. So the thing is, with that, it means I need to find accommodation on this side of the country. I don't want to name the company because I don't know if I'm allowed to name the company, so I kind of want to tease that out with people at work first before I do anything like that, because I don't want to be associated with them on the internet if they don't want me to be that much associated with them, if you get what I mean. Some companies can be strange about that, so that's one thing to keep in mind if you're a YouTuber. Make sure your company's okay with you mentioning them and stuff like that, because some companies aren't. But anyways, yeah, so I start Monday, so you can probably expect next week there probably won't be vlogs until I get an internet connection in my new accommodation, if I get accommodation. And at the latest it'll be 2 weeks, I'd say. I'll figure out a way of uploading them. I'll probably make them anyway, but they'll all be bulk uploaded whenever I get an internet connection, so there mightn't be any uploaded next week, but yeah, when I get to an internet connection, we'll upload them and stuff. Yeah, so that's that. Tips for engineers: if you are applying for jobs and stuff, things I did to get this job is, one, make sure your CV is really, really clean. Get a couple of people to look over it, and by people I mean get your career development, probably an engineer, maybe you're like lecturer or something, to look over it, and then get your parents or someone who can spell really good to look over it, just as another taken thing, because lectures and stuff, they're grand, they'll tell you what's like good to have in it and what's not good to have in it, but someone else who's not an engineer would probably have a better eye for like the spellings and stuff, because they don't get focused in. Another thing is, the company that I was applying for there, their main thing was it was about your personality, so you don't want to be like standoffish and stuff. It's really just be yourself and be kind of like open. Whatever they ask you, just be honest if you don't know the answer and stuff. Try to attempt it, but just say you don't know at the end of it. You only know this much or whatever, and if you don't have a clue, just say I don't really have a clue. Okay? That's what they were telling me to do, and it definitely paid off in the end. Another thing that I would say is, I had 2 rounds of interviews. The first round, they kind of just interviewed me and then they let me off. So definitely follow up on them and say, what I said was, could you give me feedback if I didn't get the position? That way you're asking 2 questions with 1 question. You're asking for feedback if you don't get a position, which is good to get, because the more feedback you get from every interview, the better. And then you're also asking, have you picked the position yet? So that's a good way to ask. So the sentences you want to say is, I'm just emailing you. Hi, my name is Dylan. I was in for an interview last week. I'm just emailing you to wonder if I could get feedback on my interview if I didn't get the position, and leave a question mark out of that. And then a better way to get information back is to give someone free information. So I mentioned in the interview that I had a book to do with one of the topics that they were talking about, and so I put that in the end of the email. I said, here's that book I was talking about if you're looking to get it and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to you in a sec. I just have to go through the toll plaza and stuff, so I'll come back in a sec. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm a bit hyped up, so I just have to be careful driving. So I'm gonna talk to you a bit more about that stuff. So if you're an engineering graduate and you're coming out of college, the best thing I can say is apply for everything. As soon as you get to the interview stages, you're probably got a good chance. It's basically about your personality after that. And if you don't make it through an interview, ask for feedback. That's the best way anyways. Okay, so we're going to go off that topic now, and we're going to talk about something else. So the big thing for me is I'm from Galway, okay? So this job is actually over in Wicklow, which is the opposite side of the country in Ireland if you're not from about that is it means that I really need to start looking for accommodation as soon as I get home. An issue that could come up is because of Ivy. I really need to find accommodation by myself, preferably, because a lot of people, or else with friends, because a lot of people they don't like cats, and I'm better off to not even risk it with Ivy, because Ivy's such a temperamental cat. She kind of doesn't get on with other people for a little while. It takes her a long time to warm up to people. So that could be an issue, but hopefully I'll find accommodation anyways. And that's going to be my main struggle next week, is finding accommodation. So you won't see a vlog until I have a Wi-Fi connection. That's basically the gist. Because I'm probably going to have to crash at a friend's or a couple of friends' houses. And what I'll do is I'll record the vlogs, so you'll still get your 3 from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But they might be all uploaded together. And at the latest, I'd say it'll be 2 weeks before I find accommodation. But we're going to hope for 1 week. And I'm going to try and find accommodation in the south side of Dublin or in Bray, okay? Because they're both really close to where the job is. Okay, I'm going to stop talking on this camera because it's really windy and it's kind of, I got to concentrate on driving. Okay, so I'll talk to you when I get back to home.
When a love shuts the door, it's a losing game. It's a losing game. But this time it's more than another love war.
Okay guys, so that's the end of that vlog. So I'm just going to do the shoutouts at the end and stuff, and just to remind you that there won't be vlogs next week and maybe the week after until I find accommodation and I get Wi-Fi in that accommodation. But I will record the vlogs and I'm just going to bulk upload a load of them when I get an internet connection. Okay, that's just because I got the job. So let's do the shoutouts. So the first shoutout is A. Mac Gwyn 1974. Then the next shout out is Lucas Schneider Official. Then we got Juliet High. Then we got Victoria Kayaking. Then we have Connor Bradshaw. Why do I feel I know that name? But anyway, and then we have Visualography. Okay, so they're all the shout outs for this video. If you would like a chance of getting a shout out in one of the next vlogs, make sure to go over to the Instagram and like the most recent pictures over on Instagram. That's where I pick the shout outs from. And if you want the best chance, just like as many pictures as you can over on the Instagram, because I don't double up on people. So if I pick someone before, I try to avoid picking them again unless I have no other option. So you'll probably get a chance at getting a shout out if you like as many pictures as you want. Okay, so that is the end of this vlog. So just a reminder one more time, there won't be a vlog next week up on the channel, but I will upload them as soon as I get Wi-Fi. Maybe next week if I get Wi-Fi really fast, or if I'm back in Galway for a long period of time and I can edit and upload them and stuff. Okay, so I will see you in the next one. Good luck, guys.
This ain't the same. This ain't the same. They say love heals all. It makes